Rebecca Gayheart's life has always been in the public eye, but today, she's facing the most difficult chapter of her life, the loss of her husband, actor Eric Dane. It's been days since his passing, and she has now chosen to speak out, breaking her silence and sharing her emotions with the world. But what has she said? How has she coped? And what kind of future lies ahead for her and their children? Don't forget to like and subscribe before moving forward for daily updates on February 19th, 2026. Eric Dane, known to millions as Dr. Mark Sloan from Grey's Anatomy, passed away at the age of 53. His death followed a long, courageous battle with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a disease that progressively takes away a person's ability to move, speak, and eventually breathe. But the public wasn't just mourning a beloved actor. They were mourning a father, a husband, a fighter. And at the heart of this grief is Rebecca Gayheart, who has spent nearly 2 decades by Eric's side, both as a partner in life and in the toughest fight of their lives. What did Rebecca have to say after such an emotional loss? What was it like for her in those last few moments with Eric? And how has the public supported her since Eric's death? Rebecca Gayheart posted a heartfelt message on Instagram just days after Eric's passing. In the emotional post, she shared her gratitude to the fans, friends, and family who have shown their overwhelming support. She wrote, "I am so blown away by the outpouring of love and support from our community. There aren't words to express our gratitude. You are truly holding us up during this difficult time." It's hard to imagine the emotional weight of such a statement. A life built together, an unimaginable loss, and the immense support that is now being showered upon Rebecca and her family. But beyond the social media posts, what's the true story behind the words? Let's rewind to where it all began. In 2004, Rebecca Gayheart and Eric Dane were married. For years, they were one of Hollywood's most beloved couples, often seen on red carpets, sharing moments of joy and laughter. Their love story was more than just a headline. They built a life together, one filled with family and dreams. Despite the pressures of Hollywood, the couple found peace and strength in each other, and in the birth of their 2 daughters, Billy and Georgia. But, as life often does, it threw challenges their way. In 2017, after over a decade of marriage, the two separated. Yet, even in separation, they continued to support each other, co-parenting their children, and remaining deeply connected. In 2025. Just a month before Eric publicly announced his ALS diagnosis, Rebecca withdrew their divorce petition. She had stood by Eric through everything, and it seemed clear their bond, although complicated at times, was unbreakable. How many of us can say, we've been there for someone in their most vulnerable moments, even when the world was watching? But the real battle was just beginning. Eric's diagnosis in April 2025 sent shockwaves through their family. ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, is a progressive neurodegenerative condition that slowly robs individuals of their motor, skills, speech, and the ability to move. It's devastating, and there is no known cure. For Eric, it was the ultimate fight. He faced it with incredible courage and strength, refusing to let the disease define him. He continued to work, to speak out about the need for ALS research, and to show the world the kind of resilience he was known for. Eric's battle with ALS was not just personal. It was a journey that inspired many. His advocacy for awareness, funding, and research became one of the central focuses of his life as he struggled with his diagnosis. He became a voice for others suffering from the disease, sharing his experiences in interviews and using his platform to educate others. As the disease progressed, Eric's condition became more visible. It was a battle fought not just in private, but under the scrutiny of the public eye, with each new update shared by the family, friends, and even Eric himself. As ALS took its toll on Eric's body, Rebecca became his primary caregiver. She had always been there for him, but now she had to navigate the complexities of caregiving. And throughout this journey, she was by his side through every challenge, every step. But as much as she had been by his side through it all, it was still a bittersweet goodbye. Eric passed away on February 19, 2026, surrounded by those who mattered most: his family, his friends, and of course, Rebecca. How do you prepare for the inevitable, knowing someone you love will soon be gone? Rebecca's statement following his death was deeply moving. "You are truly holding us up during this difficult time," she wrote. But her words don't just express gratitude. They speak to the pain of loss, the exhaustion of the fight, and the beauty of human connection. She wasn't just grieving a husband. She was grieving a partner, a father, and a friend. The reaction from fans and the entertainment industry has been overwhelming. Friends, colleagues, and fans alike have shared their tributes for Eric, recounting the impact he made on their lives, not just as an actor, but as a human being. As expected, the public's reaction was swift. Social media flooded with tributes from Grey's Anatomy co-stars, including Patrick Dempsey and Katherine Heigl, who shared their thoughts and heartfelt memories of Eric. It's hard to underestimate the power of community during moments like these. As Rebecca navigates this new chapter without Eric, the support from the world around her is a testament to the impact Eric had on others. What does it mean to have a community that supports you through your darkest moments? Part V, and the future. In the wake of Eric's death, friends and family launched a GoFundMe campaign to support Rebecca and their 2 daughters. The funds raised will go towards the children's education, their future, and the essential needs they will have as they adjust to life without their father. The family has requested privacy, but the public's kindness hasn't gone unnoticed. Through this campaign, Eric's legacy continues. His daughters, Billy and Georgia, will be supported by those who admired their father's strength and compassion. Rebecca, Gayheart's decision to break her silence was a powerful moment. In the face of such overwhelming grief, she chose to thank the world for their kindness. She shared the love, the pain, and the gratitude that comes with loss. As we reflect on Eric's life, it's clear that he was more than just a character on TV. He was a father, a husband, and a true fighter. His story, now tied to the advocacy for ALS research, continues to inspire. His love for his family, his willingness to face his illness head-on, and his dedication to making a difference are all a part of the legacy he leaves behind. Rebecca will carry this legacy forward as a mother, a wife, and a woman who stood by her husband through the toughest of times. She has a long road ahead, but with the world's support. She's not walking it alone. Eric Dane's life was one of love, courage, and inspiration. As Rebecca Gayheart takes her next steps without him, we remember the man who fought not just for his own life, but for others who would face the same challenges. His battle may be over, but his impact, his legacy, lives on in the hearts of those who loved him, in the fight for ALS awareness, and in the memories of a man who will never be forgotten.